What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Talkin' Sports with Jake. Hope we're all doing well. Apologies if I seem a little tired. Up till 3 a.m. watching the baseball game last night. Get to that very shortly. First of all, do want to discuss Monday Night Football very quickly. I want to know what I don't care about ratings and viewership numbers for All Weasley. I've been very apparent on the show about that. Anyone who knows me knows this, but I'm curious to see what the ratings and like the viewership was for this game. I don't know how many people were watching this game because with the baseball game last night. It's kind of something I thought about last night. I was like, who's watching this game? Uh, Especially considering Chiefs won 28-7, not even close. Blew Washington out of the water. Was 7-7 at the half. They outscored Washington 21-0. Uh, in the second half, Mahomes 25 of 34 for 299 yards and three touchdowns, six catches, and 90 yards and a touchdown for Travis Kelce. Probably his best game of the season. Marcus Mariota starts for Washington. Did not play very well. 21 of 30, just 213 yards, a touchdown, and two interceptions. He only ran for 28 yards. Washington averaged just 3 yards a carry. Terry McLaurin just 54 yards in his return to the lineup. Nine catches for 93 yards and a touchdown for Steve Rice in his second game back from the suspension. Chiefs get to 5-3 on the year. They continue to roll. They've now won five of their last six games. Looks like the Super Bowl run might be back on. Getting healthier, obviously playing better. Commanders dropped to 3-5. I think it's just one of those years for them. We see this all the time. First off, with a team like that, they've been bad for a long time. Bad organization historically. You bring in a new coach, especially a defensive-minded one, Dan Quinn. Pretty much a completely new regime. They even had new ownership. You draft a rookie quarterback very high. Overall, on paper, the roster doesn't look very good. Looks pretty poor. No expectations. And you're going to have a crazy year. You win 13 games. They go to the NFC Championship. So you make a couple of moves. Trade for all-pro left tackle Laramie Tunsil. And you make a couple moves, on defense. And all right, this is a year where you take a step forward, become a true Super Bowl contender. And it just doesn't happen. Obviously, they've had a lot of injuries. Jaden Daniels has missed a couple of games. He has his second injury he suffered so far this year. Terry McLaurin just came back after missing a couple of games. Debo Samuel obviously had that really bad drop in that game last night. And this is overall a worse football team. 3-5 in their playoff teams seem relatively slim. If Jaden Daniels misses a couple of more games, because Marcus Mariota, that guy's just not it. They took to 3-5 on the season. That's Monday Night Football from last night. Now we'll get to the baseball. I'm going to do the AP Top 25 college football rankings. Number one, I'm going to go with Ohio State. They continue to roll 7-0. Doing insane, playing well. Second best team is Indiana. 8-0. They continue to roll. Obviously, Coach Zignetti's got that big contract extension. Number three is Texas A&M. They're 8-0. They're playing really well. Big win over LSU this past week. Number four is now Alabama. They're at 7-1. You survived South Carolina this past week. Ranked fifth is Georgia. They're at 6-1 on the season. Sixth is Oregon at 7-1. Seventh is Ole Miss at 7-1. They come up with a big win over Oklahoma last week. Eighth is Georgia Tech, 8-0. Best team in the ACC right now. Ninth is Vanderbilt. Vanderbilt is in the top 10. Who would have thought that? They are 7-1 on the season. Big win over Missouri this past week. 10th is Miami. They're at 6-1. They jumped back up. I think they jumped down a spot rather to 10th. At 11 is BYU, 8-0. They are the best team in the Big 12 right now. 12 is Notre Dame, so they're hanging in there. They're 5-2. At 13th is Texas Tech. They're the second best team in the Big 12 right now in that jumbled Big 12. 14th is Tennessee. They move up a smidge. 15th is Virginia. Virginia is hanging there. They're playing well so far this year. 7-1 on the year. They're at 15th. 16th is Louisville. at 6-1. Another ACC team is kind of usually isn't all that great. That's had a good year. 17th is Cincinnati. They moved up 4 spots. 18th is Oklahoma. They dropped 5 spots after losing to Ole Miss last week. 19th is Missouri. They dropped a few spots. They're losing to Vanderbilt. They're at 6-2, as is Oklahoma. 20th is Texas. They picked up a win last week. Obviously, come all the way back to beat Mississippi State. I remember Mississippi State. No one have not won an SEC game this year. They haven't won an SEC game in like 8 or 9 years. That's crazy. But Texas is at 20th at 6-2. 21st is Michigan. They moved up 4 spots to beat Michigan State last week without much issue. 22nd, Houston. Houston Cougars, welcome to the rankings. 7-1, still in the mix in the Big 12. 23rd is USC, also still in the mix in the Big 12. They're at 5-2. They joined the rankings. 24th is Utah. They are once again ranked. They're 6-2 on another team in the Big 12. And 25th is Memphis, who big win over South Florida last week, and they put themselves in a position to potentially be the top group of 5 team. Big win over USF last week. They are actually 6-0 on the season. Dodgers defeat the Blue Jays 6-5 in 18 innings. A roller coaster of a ride. Maybe the best baseball game I've ever watched. Dodgers won 6-5 in 18 innings. The game just had everything you could have asked. It was over 6.5 hours. It ended at nearly 3 o'clock in the morning, Eastern time. Just absolutely wild. Got a lot of highlights to show you guys. This game started all the way in the bottom of the second inning via Teoscar Hernandez.
First start was 2012 for the Detroit Tigers in Game 4.
Hit hard to deep left field, and Teoscar Hernandez has hit it out to give the Dodgers the lead.
I don't think my clip showed it, but he had a nice bat flip after the home run. Home run for Teoscar Hernandez. Puts them up 1-0. And then Shohei Ohtani would show why he's Shohei Ohtani in the third inning.
Down the right field line. It is deep, and it is gone.
Shohei bomb makes it 2-0. Dodgers. Toronto. The Dodgers would try and add to the lead in the third inning, but Aston Barger said no.
Line to right field. A base hit. Freeman coming home. Barger's throw to the plate. Got him!
Absolute hose from Madison Barger. I know Smith didn't hit that super hard, but it one hop right to Barger. Freeman's not a fast runner, as you saw. Probably should not have been sent. But fast forward to the fourth inning, Alejandro Kirk with a big hit for the Blue Jays.
And a curveball hit high and deep. Left center field. Gone!
Hanging curve from Tyra Glass now. Kirk gets all of it and tucks it over the wall in center field. Makes it 3-2 Blue Jays. And then Andres Hernandez would add to the lead just a few batters later.
Next 2 games. Fly ball center field. Deep. Pot his feeling for the wall. Will make the catch. Barger will tag and score. And safe at second is Clement.
Very good base running there. Obviously, the runner tags up, but also a good base running from Ronnie Clement. To get to second base, you saw the Blue Jays runner on third. It was Addison Barger was really getting down the line, even though it was deep center, because I guess they knew it was a double tap. So good base running. Makes it 4-2 Toronto in the fourth, but Dodgers would sneak their way back in the game in the fifth inning. Shohei Ohtani comes through again.
And the 3-2 to left center field, and it's going to split the outfielders and get to the wall on a bounce. Hernandez around third, getting the wave, and will score on the double.
Override double for Ohtani, puts one in the gap, makes it 4-3. You see Luz kind of bobbled it in left center. They bounced off the wall that may have killed any chance I had of getting Kike Hernandez at the plate. But then Freddie Freeman would tie the game for the Dodgers just 2 hours later.
Rounded fair past Guerrero and down the line, and Ohtani will come in to score.
Just sneaks that one down the right field line, just gets by Vlad Jr. into right field. Freddie Freeman, because that guy is such an amazing play. He's going to be on the Hall of Fame. the first four hitters that the Dodgers have are gonna be in the Hall of Fame. Obviously, Ohtani, we know what he's doing, and Mookie Betts and Freddie Freeman. Not enough said about those two guys as well. Sixth inning, still a tie game, and Toronto works very hard on this play to keep it that way.
Hernandez, ground ball in the hole at short. Jimenez, the long throw. Guerrero fires to third, and they get him.
Great job by Vlad there. Obviously, an infield hit there by the Dodgers, but a great job by Vlad to come up the bay and come up firing. Nice throw, nice job by Clement to pick it out of the ground, and great tag put on Teoscar to get out of the sixth inning unscathed. And then the seventh inning, Toronto take advantage of the defensive play and take the lead.
Hit down the line, a fair ball. It'll ricochet out into shallow right. Teoscar comes to get it. Guerrero's getting the wave. The throw is offline, and he is safe.
Bo goes the other way with that one. Base hit takes a weird counter off that sidewall. Great hustle by Vlad. Great slide there after Teoscar was just a smidge. Gives from a 5-4 lead. Then in the seventh inning, Shohei Ohtani will be facing Sir Anthony Dominguez.
The bottom of the seventh. A swing and a drive. Deep left center. Can you believe it?
That might be the worst pitch in the history of baseball, considering the circumstances. He's the best hitter on the planet, one of the best we've ever seen. He already has a home run and an RBI double in the game. Nobody on base. Seventh inning, up by a run, and you groove up fastball right down the middle. What are we doing there? I'm not saying intentionally walk him with nobody on, but at least be careful with him. Okay? Come on. We still tied in the top of the ninth. Roki Sasaki trying to get through the ninth for the Dodgers, and he would get some help from his defense as well.
He is now. And Varsho off the glove of Freeman. Out into shallow right. Kiner Falefa trying for third. And he's out.
What a throw by Tommy Edman. That was a hard hit ball by Lukes. One hustle off the glove of Freeman. Nice job by Edman to hustle to the ball, slide, picks it up, and come up firing. Great throw to third base to nail Kiner Falefa. That wasn't even that bad of a base running error by Kiner Falefa. Something like that. It didn't go that far into right field, but it was hit hard. It took a weird ricochet off Freddie's glove. He was not that close to the play, but if Edman doesn't make as good of a throw, even like 2% less of that good of a throw, he's probably safe. So that wasn't a bad base running error by IKF. From a third base coach, he's got to realize, Edman is a Gold Glover. He got to that ball really quickly. Probably should have held him up. Because remember, you got Vlad up next. You have Vlad of 2-on-1 out, and then after him is at this point Boba is out of the game. But with Vlad up next, you got to put the brakes on Kiner Falefa. But bottom of the ninth, Mookie Betts would come to the plate against Jeff Hoffman.
Betts takes it, throw down, and out. He came off the bag, and he's out.
But it doesn't matter. Ohtani tries to run. He gets caught stealing. He actually beat the throw by his pitch, but pops up off the bag, kind of loses his bounds, gets thrown out. First I was like, why'd you even send him? More thought about it. Ohtani is one of the best base stealers in baseball. He went 50-50 last season. If he's safe, now you have Mookie Betts and Freddie Freeman after him. A base hit wins you the game. Just Ohtani mistake coming off the bag. But great throw by Kirk to throw him out. Fast forward to the bottom of the 10th. Tommy Edman at the plate. Jeff Hoffman will try and get this game to the 11th inning.
And a pop-up. Guerrero is there, and Jeff Hoffman delivers.
Popped up, caught by Vlad. Hoffman 2 scoreless innings. He's out of it. We fast forward top, and so we bottom of the 11th. Freddie Freeman trying to win the game against Braden Fisher this time.
Left field. Straw makes the catch.
He gets under it. Caught in left field. We go to the 12th inning. 2-on-2 out. Emmett Sheehan is starting to work out of the bullpen for the Dodgers. He faces Davis Schneider.
Around at second. The pitch. Chopped weakly towards third. Out! You can never be sure. He's on the base.
After review, the call on the field is overturned. The runner is safe.
So a couple things there. Obviously, that was a heads-up play by Max Muncy. He realized I'm not gonna throw him out at first. You know, that's the kind of play. If I do throw it, I make an error, a run scores, and I possibly lose us this game. He tries to just get the out at third there. Uh, Terrible call by the umpire. Thankfully, it was reversed. I don't know how you missed it. You're right on top of it. But Hyman, he's got to slide. If he slides, I don't think the umpire wouldn't even needed a replay. He's got to slide there. But he's safe. And Dodgers go to Clayton Kershaw. Potentially for the last time ever. Of course, he's retiring after the season. To face Nathan Luke with the bases loaded and 2 outs from the top of the 12th.
And the 3-2, and it's shot weakly to the right side. Edman out of the glove, just in time.
Great play by Tommy Edman. The glove flip retires Luke's. Kershaw gets his one batter. We go to the bottom of the 13th. Dodgers another chance. Bases loaded and 2 outs. This time against Eric Lauer.
The 1-0. Fly ball center field. Going back Varsho. He's got it.
But he got a hold of it, but just got under it. Varsho makes the catch at the warming track. And we are through 13 innings in LA. 14th inning. Will Smith put a good swing on this one, but it would be all for naught.
The 2-2 again. High in the air to left center field. Varsho's got it right up against the wall.
I told a bunch of my friends right when this happened, I thought Will Smith hit that back to Toronto. I thought he crushed that ball. Varsho catches it literally right up against the fence in center field. They would get through that inning. 50th inning, it's still Eric Lauer. Freddie Freeman with another chance to potentially win this game.
Left center field, Varsho on the run, and he's got it.
Freddie puts one in the gap, but nice running grab by Dalton Varsho. That's why he's one of the highest grade defenders in all of baseball. We are through 15. The 16th inning, it's still Eric Lauer facing Teoscar Hernandez.
To center field. Varsho back, and he's got it.
Teoscar hits one deep, but again, it's a long way to center field. Varsho makes the grab again. So Eric Lauer, 4 2/3 innings, no runs. He throws 67 or 68 pitches. An incredible outing for him out of the bullpen. Then the bottom of the 17th, Brendan Little, last guy left in Toronto's bullpen. 2-on-2 out. He would unintentionally walk Shohei Ohtani. He was intentionally walked 4 times in this game. He was on base 9 times. Mookie Betts is up first and second, and 2 outs against Brendan Little.
And again the 3-2, and it's popped up. Guerrero coming over and makes the catch, and Little gets out of it.
He pops up in foul territory. Vlad makes the catch. We are through 17. Then top of the 18th. Toronto's got second and third and 2 outs. Will Klein, and I think it was his first ever appearance in the playoffs for the rookie. 71 pitches deep in his 4th inning of work, facing Tyler Heineman, Toronto's backup catcher, having his third at bat after pinch running for Alejandro Kirk in the 12th inning. Would do this.
And the pitch. Swing and a miss. He got it.
Strikes now with the curveball. What an outing by Will Klein. 72 pitches, 4 innings, no runs. Gets Hyman to strike out. He's fired up. And then bottom of the 18th, Freddie Freeman faces Brendan Little.
High fly to center. Varsho back. Game over.
Freddie Freeman takes us home. Walk-off jack for Freddie Freeman. Second season in a row with a walk-off home run at home for Freddie Freeman. What a game. This game had everything from clutch hitting, clutch homers, clutch defensive plays, base running mistakes, umpires calling pitches high that should have been strikes. Both teams used their full bullpens. This is an incredible game. Dodgers win 6-5 in 18 innings. I don't know how I was able to do the show today. I was awake literally 12 hours ago. I think my clock said 2:52 a.m. when the game ended. I think my Alexa said 2:58 a.m. when I got into bed. And I woke up, slept as much as I could, and decided I'm doing the show. It's 3 o'clock Eastern time when I'm recording this. Hopefully it gets up by 5. And that was World Series Game 3. Game 4 is in a few hours. Take this thing home. I'm gonna do my NBA awards picks and my NBA finals pick. The original plan going in today was to do this, then I was gonna hold it off after the 18 inning game. I wasn't sure how long the show was gonna be, but I decided we're already a week into the season. Let's get this thing out. So my MVP, I'm going with Victor Wembanyama of the San Antonio Spurs. The guy's just a freak. 7'4", number overall pick for a reason. Pairing him to LeBron coming out for a reason. He can handle the ball like Kyrie Irving. He can shoot like Steph Curry. The guy's a freak of nature. You see what he's doing already this year. He's dropping 40 pieces. Facing Anthony Davis as Defensive Player of the Year candidate, 40 piece. The guy's incredible. Just an insanely good athlete, and he's now I think he'll be the MVP of the league. I did think when he got drafted he'd be MVP. Well, maybe 4 or 5 years in. It's year 3. Now he's playing with De'Aaron Fox and all these guys. I think he wins MVP. Rookie of the Year, I'm gonna go with VJ Edgecombe. Like I want the Cooper Flag. He seems like the obvious pick, but I just think there's going to be a lot of guys that are going to be in and out of that Dallas lineup. Obviously, Kyrie Irving is hurt, coming off a torn ACL. Anthony Davis, we all know his injury issues. It's an older group. Klay Thompson's already old. So I just don't think, I think he'll be at times be playing with kind of, more like bench pieces than he will a lot of his stars, like Kyrie Irving and Anthony Davis, like we all thought, going into the year that he might. I think that'll affect him. Obviously, he's had a couple of tough games, coming out of the gates here. BJ Edgecombe, you all saw he had 34 points in his first ever game. He's a really good player. I thought that was a great pick by Philly in the draft, and I think he'll be Rookie of the Year. Although, even though I think Philly will not have a lot of success this year because their whole team's going to be hurt. But BJ Edgecombe, I think he'll be the Rookie of the Year. Defensive Player of the Year, I'll go with Giannis. I thought about Victor Wembanyama win the MVP, and he's Wemby. He good chance he'll win the point, but didn't want to be super boring. Went with Giannis. Giannis. Giannis and Wemby are both similar to like they can be like a whole team's defense just on by themselves. So I'll go with Giannis. He's gonna want to where we go out there and kind of quiet all the noise from all the trade rumors throughout the offseason. Most improved player. I'm gonna go with Jabari Smith. Now he's playing next to Kevin Durant. He'll have a lot more open looks. He was a top 3 pick for a reason. Really talented, still really young. I truly think he's a good player in this league. I think he'll be the most improved player. I think he's a guy who potentially could break out. I think him and Amen Thompson will both have great seasons. That's why I had Houston being the 3 seed in the West this year. Sixth man of the year, I'm going with Moses Moody. I had him as a popular breakout candidate. Young guy, more top 10 pick. To this point, hasn't played a whole lot for Golden State because of how good the rosters have been. I think this year he'll play a lot more than he ever has in his career. And I think he has the best year of his career. And my coach of the year, I'm gonna go with Mitch Johnson, the Spurs coach. He took over as the interim coach when Pop stepped away last year. Got the full-time job when Pop decided to retire from coaching. I just think, if he takes a team that last year, these last bunch of years has not been very good. They have not even sniffed the play-in really for the most part these last bunch of years. I think he takes him to the playoff like I think he will. I think it'll be hard to argue he's not the coach of the year. My finals pick, I have the Oklahoma State Thunder against the New York Knicks. I have the Knicks returning to the finals for the first time in 25 years. I do have Thunder in 6 though. I think they're coming out of the West again. They're so deep. They're so good. They're so good defensively. Obviously, you won last year. I think to go back to back. And the East is so weak. I think whoever comes out of the West is going to clap whoever comes out of the East. I think they'll probably beat the Knicks in 6 games. That's all I got for you guys today. Till next time, so long. Have a great day.